I think Pujo for me would mean homecoming. I remember when my daughter was studying in Bombay on Ashtami during Shondi Pujo, I used to make a video call so that she can also be a part of it. Even after being in this profession, I could manage to go pandal hopping for quite some time. Rani Mukerji,
Okay.
because I'm a huge fan. Stay well and stay you.
Hello and welcome to News 18 Showsha. I'm Shreeja Bhattacharya and today I'm joined by the phenomenally talented Swastika Mukherjee. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I'm fine. I see a lot of clothes behind you. So is this Pujo?
Yes, I am. I had come to a friend's boutique. It's owned by Abhishek Roy and it's called Bohurupi. And it's from Shantiniketan. So, yeah, I just had some time today. So, I thought I'll finish some shopping. And of course, we can also chat from here. It gives Pujo vibes.
Absolutely. And this is a pre-Pujo Adda that we're gonna do. So nothing
Yes.
better than, catching you while you're shopping
Uh-huh.
and having fun.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
with Pujo coming, what does Pujo really mean to you?
Pujo for me would mean homecoming because after a point, families get separated, kids grow up, they all go out of the city or out of the country to study or work. Um, Women get married and they start living away from the parents. And I think it's during Pujo that everybody wants to come home and spend time with family and friends and sit and eat together. I think eating is a very important part of Pujo. Having specific Pujo delicacies like khichuri and beguni, and people who are from Kolkata would definitely get the essence of it. And yeah, it's all about homecoming for me. And I remember when my daughter was studying in Bombay on Ashtami during Shondi Pujo, I used to make a video call so that she can also be a part of it. Yeah, so I think it's all about reuniting with family and friends and loved ones.
Amazing. And can you share with us one of your, if not one, your fondest Pujo memories growing up?
I remember there was one specific year I was in university, and 16 of us, there was 16 people in the friends in the group. We had gone pandal hopping. This is like early 2000, and all 16 of us were in a taxi.
Okay.
All 16 was in one taxi, and because we did not want to travel from one place to another place like pandal hopping, we didn't want to get separated in traffic jam, and somebody reaches early, somebody reaches late. I don't know. Of course, we were, all of us, I think we were thinner and slimmer than how we are now, but I don't know how that was humanly possible. And one of my friends whose name is Aparajita, and she's a tall girl, and she used to wear, block heels. So she was the one who was lying, like lying on a bed. She was just lying across the taxi, like in a horizontal way, and her shoes were out of the window, so we opened her shoes and we just threw it piche. Once we reached whichever pandal we were wanting to visit first, when the door opened, it was just human beings falling on both sides, and somebody had to pull her out first,
Oh my God.
from the window, and she was very thin, so that was possible. So once she was out of the taxi, then it was just, we were just falling like from on all sides. So that is, I think, an incredible achievement to squeeze 16 human beings in one yellow taxi. And there were lesser rules that time, that more than four people can't sit and all of that. Life was easy, and that happened. But I think even after being in this profession, I could manage to go pandal hopping for quite some time. Just trying to find organizers who would
Okay.
recognize me, and then just we don't need to stand in a line and all of that. But also with my mom, once there was this very famous pujo in Boshpukur, and they had made a pandal with chai bhad,
Acha.
the tika that teacups that is essentially Bengal. So they had made the pandal with that chai bhad, and it was a sight. And everybody in Calcutta, or they were traveling from West Bengal to see that. And I remember me and my mother, I had completely covered my face with the sari aanchal so that I don't get mobbed. And we left at 4 in the morning, and we stood in the line for almost like 2.5 hours. And we watched Ma Durga, and we then had kachori and all of that. And we came back home, and my father was furious that I took the risk of standing in a queue and with no security or no nothing. But it was good fun.
So speaking of crowds and pandal hopping, we are back to celebrating Pujo after 2 years in all its sheen and glamour. So are there any
Yeah.
special Pujo plans on your end?
So my daughter just left for Cardiff yesterday. She's gone for her masters, and both my parents have passed away. So it's kind of not too many people at home. But yeah, I do wish to go to my friend's place who they have this they do the Durga Puja beautifully, and I have always visited their home to have bhog and to participate in the Anjali and all of that. And last 2 years they also couldn't do it because of elder members in the family. I think everybody was very cautious and wanting to take care of the health issues. So this year, yeah, I will definitely go and spend a lot of time with her at her Bapir Bari Pujo. And yeah, a few pandals which are near my house, and they are very famous in their own way. And I've been going there every year. Last year also in Kolkata, there was a lot of COVID protocol, but Pujo happened in a
Yeah.
smaller way. And yeah, I mean, there are 4, 5 pandals that I like 100% go and visit every year. So I think I'll do that.
Can you name those pandals that you love visiting, like mandatory?
Mudi Ali, and then there is Shiv Mandir, which is same locality, like just
Yeah.
lanes, like just one lane apart. Then there is Shaumat Shebi, which is in Southern Avenue, Baliganj Cultural, Tridhara, Shuruchi Shongo. These are all in South Calcutta, and very famous. And also a few pandals in North Calcutta, like Ahiri Tola, Shobha Bajar, Rajbari. They still have the old world charm, and they're all heritage properties now. So I would definitely want to go and you know have my darshan.
And what is your most favorite thing to do during Pujo?
Eat. Yeah, I think that is. I mean, I think we can just shamelessly say that we don't want to follow protocols and dieting and all of that. So yeah, I think yeah, eat and yeah. I mean, just don't stress about not stress about work and schedules, and just have a laid back 3, 4 days in life.
And is there a mandatory, set menu that you like indulging in during Pujo?
Bhog, yeah.
Just
They
bhog.
taste they taste heavenly, and you can never, even if you try and get the best chef and make it ghar pe, they never taste the way they do in pujo pandals. And with that smell of dhuno and dhoop and flowers and all the rituals. I think that fragrance gets infused so much in the food, and of course you offer it to the gods, so it just becomes extremely special.
And since you're already shopping, I have to come back to ask you this, that what does your what is your Pujo fashion statement like?
Shari, I am very fond of wearing shari, and I think and West Bengal is so famous with their handloom, and you get to see so many new designs coming up every year. And I am a huge handloom addict, and I love wearing sari. And yeah, Pujo completely. I mean, even for Pujo shopping, I'm wearing a sari, so you can understand. So it's I mean, go all out with wearing a shari.
Yeah, and so in the past you have taken the initiative of rescuing a lot of stray animals, and
Yeah,
festivities can be really difficult for strays in terms of the fact that there's so much sound, light, and there's a lot of chaos basically.
yeah.
So, do you have anything to say about that?
Just tell people and make people more aware of not trying to harm or injure stray dogs. That people just tie bombs, and they just find where dogs are resting, and they try to go and burn crackers there. So now, thanks to social media, all of us, I think, are trying in our own way to make people more aware of how hazardous it can be. And if they are taking shelter in garages and flats and staircases, to not shoo them away, so that at least they are not they don't fall amidst all the burning of crackers and the smoke and all of it. But Durga Puja, I think it's still fine, and there are a lot of people who maybe feel that they need to even feed the dogs. So that is something that happens. And yeah, the more kinder we are to animals, I think it's better. It's just giving them a opportunity for a safer life, if even if it's not better.
You've been juggling work here in Bengal as well as in Bombay. So, if I had to ask you to invite three Bollywood people to a Ram Rame Pujo or Adda, who would those three people be and why?
I think I would love to invite Rani Mukerji,
Okay.
because firstly, I'm a huge fan, and they also do pujo in such a big way. I feel she would really enjoy and get the essence of it. I would also love to invite my director Anvita Dutt, with whom I just did Kala, which is going to release on Netflix in November, because she loves everything that's beautiful. She loves saris. She loves old buildings. She's so much in love with the old world charm. And I think Kolkata Pujo is something that she would really enjoy, and soak it in. And the third person, yeah, Mr. Pankaj Tripathi,
Okay.
because I I just worked with him in criminal justice, and he has come to he has a strong connection with Bengal, and he understands the language, and we have shared so many anecdotes of Bengal and Durga Pujo and food and specialities of Kolkata and West Bengal. I think he would really enjoy himself, and it will be a great opportunity for people in Kolkata to spend some time with him.
Any post Pujo plans that are brewing at your end that we should be aware of?
The film I just spoke about, Kala, which is being directed by Anvita Dutt, and it has Tripti Dimri and Babul Khan also. That will be releasing sometime in November, hopefully, on Netflix. And I will be going to Cardiff and spending a lot of time with my daughter. So I'm just waiting for the work commitments to end, and I'm going to take a holiday with her. Yeah, I think this year just really went by very fast. I mean, it was just January and I had started shooting for Criminal Justice. Now that is out and episodes are coming out every week. And yeah, I mean, it's already September, and I don't know, like this year, it feels like time flew by very fast. Or maybe the last 2 years was so slow and we were all stuck at home. This year kind of just feels like it has passed by in a jiff.
And before we end, do you have any Pujo wishes for all our viewers?
Yes, I would definitely like to say that stay well and stay you, and try to spend as much time possible with family and friends and loved ones. Uh, this 10-day is a celebration of love and life and homecoming. And yeah, I mean, take care of yourselves and be happy uh, in your own way, and help stray dogs. That is something I would always want to say. Just be kind to the street animals because they only have us. And yeah, my best wishes and all my love.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This has been an absolute pleasure. I hope
Thank
you
you.
have a great Pujo too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.